So here's your weekly tarot read. It's a very interesting one because we're right now in Gemini and I've got a lot of sword activity. The very first card is the Ace of Swords. So we've got that Gemini energy, and there's a lot of people right now that are sitting on certain ideas that they really want to implement and everything. They're getting really sharp. I've got that Queen of Swords energy. And also for the males who may be watching, I've also got the King of Swords. So it's all coming up, swords and everything, that people are really, this is the time to really use the intellect, really get in the head. Sometimes it's hard, but it's especially head. Like, we really need to have a breakthrough is kind of what I feel for the males and the females that could be watching right now. That is especially what this Gemini energy is going to really push you through, is especially about having that breakthrough and having that idea that this is what I should be doing. Many are starting to awaken right now. I know that's one of the biggest things with the pandemic, is really coming into our own and seeing the bigger picture. And that is especially the message with the sword energy, is about seeing the bigger picture, what we are really being called to do. So definitely, the men and the women that are dealing with this energy right now. But one of the things is I also have, and once again, I have more of them, and I've got all the suits in this layout, which is very interesting, but the Knight of Swords. Now, he is in a reverse position. The Knight can, really rush in, that he's like, I am ready to go, and he really wants to rush in. But I have that King and I have that Queen are like, but I got to take it easy, and hence why it's reversed right now. Just really think and calculate like a warrior, because these are very much warriors of the tarot. They are warriors. They pick up the sword, as if they're going to go into battle. And a lot of you are dealing with some kind of battle right now. What is, the battle that I have to take on, with, it could be with the work situation, or taking care of the home life and the bills and the struggle that goes with that. And that's where we have to just kind of not be emotional during this time. Gemini says, let's get here in the mind and let's deal with all the things. Do we need to face our fears right now? And the Page of Cups in the reverse position just says, let's calm down the emotional response and reactions to the situations that are going on in the world. Take it easy. The outcome for this week, as you can see, is the Ten of Wands, is especially to let go and release the burdens and maybe try to delegate to other people. So if you feel you are one of those who has been trying too hard to keep it together, I'm doing all this by myself. And King and Queens with the swords are very much like that. They're especially about taking the reins and taking control. They can be very forceful, but the good thing about them is they do think through everything. But at the same time, for them to think clearly, they've got to kind of release that burden, right? They're taking on so much. They're taking on the weight of the world. And there has been a lot, and even came up in my collective read on Facebook. People are worried about finances. He comes up again. He came up for me today with the Four of Pentacles in the reverse position. Money is kind of slipping through fingers right now. People are very worried about holding on to their finances. But I don't want you to worry, because I also have this, in the personal position is the Ten of Pentacles. Spirit really does seem to be trying to get out there that, you're going to be okay. You're going to be taken care of. Yes, this is a time, where, a lot of people are worried, but really get into that King and Queen element with getting level-headed, and getting the right ideas and making the right moves. There's that warning with the Knight, and he is reversed. Make no rash moves, though. Think like a king and queen, not like a reckless knight. Think very clearly. Now, another message, I did draw some oracle cards for you guys, because I know a lot of people do like oracle too. I have the card Dreams, Believe in Your Dreams. And this is a message I've been really trying to get out to people, is many people during the pandemic, many people are going through job changes, and their jobs have been falling apart, but they really need to take this time. Maybe there's a reason everything has to fall apart. Maybe it took that for me to pursue my dream. I had to lose so much. I had to lose this job, or I had to lose some money in various things that would motivate me to go for my dreams, maybe go back to school and various things. That came up in my reading too. And then the card intuition, trust your intuition. I know a lot of people watch my reads that are intuitives themselves. And so use that as your guiding force. Trust the inner voice within. The inner voice is your guide during this time. So just think of, I've got that Gemini energy, and very interesting. The Geminis are twins, right? So I've got a king and a queen, we've got the twin energy that is there. But we just want to be careful when that night energy want to burst forth and just go a little reckless and crazy. We just want to pull it back and be the more mature king and queen, who are going to balance that. But especially, there is a lot of ideas that are coming in during this time. Gemini almost forces you to get in your head and get mental and really think things through. This is a time to plan. Okay, I'm dealing with all this stuff during the pandemic. I need to start creating a plan and really kind of sit down. You may want to even open up that Excel document and really kind of plan your finances and so forth. If you're thinking about going to school, even just kind of really start searching, what is something I could be doing? What is something that would be a good pursuit for me right now? How can I better myself? That's especially what the Gemini energy is calling, and you all have a lovely week.